We're going to show you these Royal Imperial rimmed English soup bowls. They're not oversized. People get quite excited about rimmed English soup bowls because they can be used at this size for both as dessert bowls but also soup bowls. Nowhere near the size of the big old-fashioned ironstone things that we sell and love, where they're sort of 10–10.5 inch. That's what we call a soup plate. These are soup bowls with rims, so not a sloping side cereal bowl. There's a side elevation. Now these ones are very beautifully decorated, 1960s, and we know that because of the branding we're going to show you over in a minute. But aren't they gorgeous? Pink rose blossoms in two tones, crimson red and a sort of dusky pink, and then the buds picking off the larger blocks of transfer design here. Slight round rims, really. They look as if they should have indents on them, but they actually don't. Line of gilt all the way around in very fine condition, and the transfer really well conserved over the surface of the plate. Now there's the China mark. This one always gets people interested and confused because they go and try and research Royal Imperial and they don't find a matching factory that ever existed for Royal Imperial. And the reason being there wasn't one. Royal Imperial was a sub-brand, a marketing brand used by a parent company at the Albion Road factory that produced Duchess china and still do to this day. And they produced quite a bit of teawares and dinner sets during the 1960s under the Royal Imperial brand, made in England, finest bone china, but it doesn't actually give away who the manufacturer was. And that was to extend their market range and be able to sell the same patterns in a variety of different brands at a variety of different prices. It was all marketing. But forgive them that, because the bone china itself was every bit as good in its quality and finish as the main brands that they were producing. And these, we've got 5 of them. We have also got a slightly smaller version, again in Royal Imperial branding, but it's a good half an inch smaller than that one, and has got a little bit of where the gilt hasn't taken over the rim. So we are just selling 5 of these. If you want proof of the branding, just out of interest, I'm just going to show you these 2 saucers in the same pattern. Yep, spot the difference. Well, there isn't any until you put them together and realise size-wise they're about 1/4 of an inch smaller. And on the side elevations, again, just look at the different moulding shapes there. You see the one on the left, quite a flat curve. One on the right, a much more pronounced, deep bottomed saucer. And turn them over. There we go. Duchess on the right, Royal Imperial on the left. So, same factory, same product lines, identical patterns coming out of the same factory but under 2 different brands in slightly different shapes. And that's why mixing and matching these things gets interesting but isn't always as straightforward as you think. Oh, I can just substitute the Duchess saucer in. It's not going to be the same in a stack or look the same with the teacups on it. Anyway, back to the soup bowls. 5 of them. We're selling them individually. They're in very fine condition, date from the 1960s. There isn't a pattern name associated with this, but because we haven't got that much on catalogue at the moment, we're just referring to these as Pink Rose Blossom. And we've got dinner plates, dessert plates. We've got some absolutely gorgeous trios with angel wing handles coming through, which we're going to list in just a couple of minutes. So do have a browse through if this one really takes your fancy and you're looking for some really pretty mid-century English fine bone china. Thanks for watching.